The crystalline chamber of the Galactic Council hummed with barely contained chaos. Corey Mitchell stood at the center of the amphitheater, his hands clasped behind his back, watching 300 alien delegates descend into what could only be described as bureaucratic hysteria. This is unprecedented. Ambassador Velthor's translation matrix crackled as his chitinous frame vibrated with agitation. In 47,000 cycles, no species has rejected the diplomatic accords. Lisa Chen, Earth's xenobiologist and Corey's partner in this diplomatic mission, leaned against the human delegation's console, arms crossed. She'd run the numbers 17 times. The mathematics were elegant, brutal, and undeniable. Perhaps, she said, her voice cutting through the cacophony, that's exactly the problem. The chamber fell silent. 400 eyes and various other sensory organs focused on the two humans who had, in the span of 6 standard hours, dismantled 10 millennia of galactic governance. Corey stepped forward. Let me be clear. Humanity isn't rejecting diplomacy. We're rejecting your diplomacy. The Archon of the Council, a methane-breathing entity named Thornax, rippled with what the translation software labeled as profound confusion. Explain yourself, human. The Accords have maintained peace across 300 systems. They have prevented 17 major conflicts and countless minor skirmishes. By preventing all conflict, Lisa interjected, pulling up a holographic display. Your data is publicly available. We analyzed it. The projection showed a 3-dimensional model of galactic civilization, a beautiful, interconnected web of trade routes, cultural exchanges, and diplomatic relationships. Then Lisa applied her algorithm. The colors shifted. Red bloomed across the display like a fungal infection. This is economic stagnation mapped across the past 2,000 years, she explained. Every species that joins the Council experiences immediate peace, yes, but also immediate calcification. Your GDP growth rates approach zero within 50 years of joining. Technological innovation drops by 93%. Cultural output becomes derivative, repetitive. You've created a civilization, Corey added, that's terrified of its own potential. Ambassador Selketh of the Aquarian Collective rose from her fluid chamber, her bioluminescent patterns flashing diplomatic protocol. You misunderstand. The Accords prevent the chaos that consumed the ancient civilizations. We have stability. You have stasis, Corey corrected, and you're so deep in it, you can't see it anymore. Lisa advanced the projection. Here's humanity's trajectory if we accept the Accords. A line representing human civilization began its upward climb, then flatlined. Within a century, we become another Council species, comfortable, safe, unchanging. And here Corey gestured, and Lisa displayed an alternate projection. Is what happens if we refuse. The human line continued its volatile ascent, spiking and dipping with crisis and breakthrough, risk and reward. It was chaotic, uncertain, and alive. Madness, Velthor whispered. You'll destroy yourselves. 92% of species that reject the Accords collapse into civil war within 2 generations. Maybe, Corey acknowledged, but 8% don't. 8% become something greater. Thornaxis expanded, filling more of the chamber with his gaseous form. You would gamble your entire species on 8% odds. We'd gamble on ourselves, Lisa said firmly. She pulled up another dataset. Do you know what humanity's done in the last 300 years? We went from horse-drawn carriages to faster-than-light travel. We cured death. We terraformed Mars. We created artificial consciousness and then gave it rights. We did all of this, Corey continued, while fighting 2 world wars, countless smaller conflicts, surviving a dozen near-extinction events, and arguing with each other constantly about everything. That's not a recommendation, Selketh bubbled, isn't it? Corey challenged. Every major human advancement came from friction, from disagreement, from taking risks that terrified us. Your Accords would sand away all our rough edges, but those edges are what make us sharp. Lisa brought up a final projection. We've modeled what happens if even one Council species leaves the Accord. The economic disruption would be significant initially, but within 75 years, innovation rates across the entire galactic community would increase by 40%. Within 200 years, the overall standard of living would triple. You're offering to destabilize galactic civilization, Thornaxis observed. For hypothetical future benefits, we're offering to wake you up, Corey said. Look at yourselves. When was the last time any of you created something genuinely new? When did you last take a risk? When did you last feel anything except contentment? The silence was profound. Ambassador Velthor's carapace clicked softly. Our species nearly destroyed itself in the Great Combustion. The Accords saved us. The Accords trapped you, Lisa said gently, in amber, beautiful, preserved, and dead. So what do you propose? Thornaxis demanded. That we all embrace chaos. That we return to the ancient wars. No, Corey said. We propose that you remember what you were before you were afraid. We'll walk our own path. Maybe we'll fail. Maybe we'll burn out in some catastrophic war or environmental collapse. But maybe we'll become something magnificent. And when we do, you'll see that survival isn't the same as living. Lisa closed the projections. Humanity formally declines membership in the Galactic Council and all associated accords. Will maintain trade, relationships, and cultural exchanges with any species that wishes to engage with us. But we'll do so as equals, not as subordinates to a system designed to minimize risk, at the cost of everything that makes existence worthwhile. The two humans turned to leave. Wait, Veltha called out. His translator hesitated, then found the words. What if some of us wanted to watch, to see if you succeed? Corey smiled. Then watch closely. We're about to remind the galaxy what it means to be alive. As the chamber doors closed behind them, panic gave way to something the Council hadn't felt in millennia. Curiosity. And in the depths of 300 alien minds, a dangerous thought began to grow. What if the humans were right?